and just start setting up for the tier 1 mid, thinking that it's the higher objective.
Yeah. For EG, I think getting into team fights early on, unless you can start out with a numbers advantage, is going to be difficult. And you don't really want to slow down the
Now the stunning two-man slithering crush. That's going to set up Pound to be able to get the pounce. Oh no! He got bounced back by the flame break, misses the pounce because of it, and now won't be able to get the immediate damage onto Fear, so instead he turns to PPD. Will be able to pop him out. Sumail goes to the back, running out of mana. He's getting low. Will be able to make that last long jump into the river,
he's got
but now
the stun
he's right there with the amplified damage, and they don't even need a slithering crush there. They'll get a second one too. Perhaps Zai gets the tether away, but he wants this pursuit. Managed to get another two-man slithering crush. Zai with the amplified damage is fresh meat for NEWBEE, as they're going to claim the Bat Rider's life as well. 4 down from Evil Geniuses, and NEWBEE will push mid.
Available to them.
Maybe Evil Geniuses think they're going to catch NEWBEE off guard. This aggressive play, pre-blood.
Wrapping all the way around.
NEWBEE are pretty grouped up. Here comes the full-on sandwich. They are going to get a two-man Stormbolt coming out from Fear with the cleave. They'll take out both. Universe controlled up by the Cold Embrace will be able to save his life long enough to be able to get the last out now on the move. Getting some extra damage onto Hao, trying to stay ahead of him. Hao gets out, but 3 down from NEWBEE, making 4. KP caught by the Stormbolt. And now it's Evil Geniuses' turn to reap the reward. Fourth, but not by much. Both the Sven and the Storm Spirit are just barely trailing him now. Looks like NEWBEE are going to find that initiation. They're going to jump on a Universe first. They don't quite have the burst damage though. Zai's going to be able to come in with the tether, help save him, while KP is going to be jumped on by Sumail, easily taken out. Fear turns, finds out Moo. Hao's coming in for the side, but once again he's being distracted by PPD, and PPD jukes him right out. Now has to go for Fear instead, but Zai, he's causing problems. He's healing up Fear, and Fear's
Hao's out of mana now.
Hao's not going to be able to make it away from this one. Flame right back, and Zai survives. Quan down as well. NEWBEE lose 4, and it's Evil Geniuses who will take the Roshan. Charges this. They're going to find Moo. Moment. They're going to be able to find Moo. Pull him back. KP couldn't get the stop. The slithering crush not there. Now the long jump in from Sumail. Grabs Kaka. No defensive support play there. He gets stunned up, but Sumail is going to receive some help from Zai. Starts zipping around. Sumail's going to be fine. The Cold Embrace buys him a little bit of healing time, and Hao has to run himself away. But Sumail, quick on this jump forward, is going to be able to save. Nice Winter's Curse out. Sumail was a bit too far forward. Now they're going to be able to get the Orchid out. Hao surely dead. Unable to be saved by anybody from NEWBEE. Oh, they're going to go Sumail, he just keeps on running in.
Everybody right now on Evil system XP is just completely plateaued. To keep running around this 5, they can't really afford to show themselves as individual heroes to push out lanes because of the Storm. Now almost has this Bloodthorn available to him. Solo pick-off potential for him is so huge, and at some point, NEWBEE, they've got to come back and they've got to defend this. There's no opportunity for them to go for a split push as Shadow Demon. That's the problem, Poison, but he doesn't want to get too close. Full support from NEWBEE. They've got to be careful.
They think they're far enough back, but there is no distance that Sumail will not go to pick a support off. He managed to grab Twan's Shadow Demon while Fear takes the tier 3 tower.
This has just been a miserable
There
game
it
for
is.
NEWBEE. They're going to call it pretty early, 25-9.
A Bloodthorn to finish things off. Sumail with 30 Bloodstone charges. The Storm Spirit is truly back in the meta on Evil Geniuses.
He just went completely unchecked, and out of all the teams that have run him so far in this tournament, he has made him look unbelievable.
Absolutely an electric performance by Sumail, and the rest of Evil Geniuses, they look to simply outclass Best. Now they're going to find the initiation. PPD in some serious trouble. Hao going to try and slow him down with the open wounds, but he knows there's a purge just waiting with his name written on it. PPD can counter Hao's movements. Now they're going to be able to find the counter. Chuan is going to be the target of choice. Almost bursted down. Can't quite get off the ultimate. The silence on you. Follow played out, but KP, he's got to get out of here. Pops the Sandstorm. Going to be stomped up. Burrow Strike up in 3 more seconds, but no escape to be had. The big off-laner of NEWBEE goes down. Hao comes in. Will be able to take out one, but now Universe controls both. Sumail going to be able to get the entrance here. His Timber Chain is stopped, but the Chakram still on target. Don't try to get the jump out. How? He will be able to make an escape, but still, Evil Geniuses take the best of that engagement, killing 3. They will be able to find one more. Sumail gets Hao, takes them down in the end. Sumail looking for a 5th all by himself. The rest of his allies have all run away. Sumail, this guy can do this, and he can! Sumail times the Whirling Death perfectly and gets his move. Able to get there in time. He sees Moon, and there it is. Holds Moo in place, canceling that TP with the Chronosphere. Then the 20,000 net worth Alchemy wants more. Samael's gonna find one more. It's gonna be Kaka. Here comes the epicenter. Surprise! It jumps in. Samael gets popped just like that. For a Sky Wrath Mage, that'll be worth it for NEWBEE. They're gonna find Universe as well. Can't time walk that one off. Spear and the rest of Evil Geniuses now on retreat, but KP's gonna pursue out. He's got a Blink Dagger. He knows Spear may jump over. So they're gonna go Zai instead, slowing him down with the open wound. PPD in turn will slow down How with the Purge. KP pushed back by PPD while Fear goes for Twan. Twan popping his ultimate defensively, but PPD and Samael's right back in it. He's already popped How. He boots and travels in and is now going to try and chase down KP. NEWBEE have overextended their welcome, and they lose 5. Not sure which, but I think he's going to go down anyway. Maybe he buys himself enough time for the rest of his team to come in. NEWBEE actually going to think about fighting this one. Are backing away once again. Twan buys himself some time with that Glimmer Cave. Sandstorm with How inside. Now they're actually here. Trying to commit with now the moves here, but the Chronosphere, the perfect Chrono. He is outside of that Chronosphere. All of a sudden he sees that How is inside that Sand King, starts getting some free right clicks. Fear in some trouble. Bounces over to his replicate though. Meanwhile, the left doing so much damage. Actually going to be taken out by Moo. Oh, Twan executed by Samael. Evil Geniuses. They will walk away from that one. One Universe down, but they picked up so much more. 3 members of NEWBEE went down from that game.
Very well done by EG, positioning themselves. That Chronosphere could not have been scripted.
Are sitting real close to this creep wave, looking for their initiation. Samael jumps forward here, clearing through the Alchemist illusions.
NEWBEE really want this. He's lined up for it. They're trying to send Moo forward. Fade for this, but EG not taking it.
KP jumps forward. He's going to be able to find his Burrow Strike. They're going to try and pop Samael almost instantly. Managed to get off the Chrono. Now the Chronosphere comes out. They're going to try and catch Hal. Looks like Kaka's definitely down, but here comes the Burrow Strike epicenter combination on the side. Samael, he's surviving through, but not good enough. He ends up going down off the invest bomb. Oh my god, how? He barely survived through that one. Has the Armlet Targo. Can he stay alive against Fear? Not good enough. The damage of Fear will persevere, but now Moo, he's going to be the one manning on against Fear. KP trying to escape with a Burrow Strike. They're getting kiting around Moo. They're just ignoring him as best as possible and dealing with the other NEWBEE members, but eventually one of them's got to go down. It looks like it's going to be PPD still inside of the Radiant Burn. Here comes KP back in with a Burrow Strike. Guns upside, but Moo dropping lower and lower. He no longer has the Chemical Rage in about 5 more seconds. He may end up going down. Zai, a little bit more damage from the Radiant Burn. He does manage to get himself away for the time being. KP, long jump forward with Burrow Strike. Can't hit him. He's going to be dusted.
Hunting who at this point?
He thinks he can do this one. He's got no HP whatsoever. He's chasing KP away, and now Fear can come in. Blink over to the side, manage to juke out Fear. Jump forward with the Shivas. Can't quite get him. Oh no! The Timber Chain on point to hit the hero, but no trees. Going to be a game-changing rune. We'll have to see. His invisibility gives him the correct positioning for the perfect Chronosphere. Roshan, potential spawn time has just started. These two teams will start making their way towards each other. Already the scan has gone out. They know some heroes are here. They're going to try to find the initiation, but Universe is invis. They're not going to see him. KP can't get this done, and Universe gets the Chronosphere. The follow-up from Evil Geniuses. KP throws out the epicenter, but gets Yule's up. Ineffective. Now they start going for the side. He will go down, but Moo down for 2 minutes. He needs to be able to come back up. But how? He can't make it out against Universe and Fear. Buyback's going to have to start coming out from NEWBEE as they're going to be forced back to their base. Evil Geniuses. Charges. The melee racks inevitably goes down. They also have to deal with top lane where Fear is heading over. Might just go down. Might just be able to get him. They got him. They bursted down Fear. Now they have to rotate back to bottom where Evil Geniuses are threatening the racks. But another Bloodthorn, and this time around, no Diffuser Blade charges for the save. Can't time block that one off, and Zai, he'll be cleaned up as well. Samael completes his TP. Device on Hal, but he has the Aegis, so they start ignoring him, realizing that's not the initiation that they want. And a battle of illusions commence. Disruption onto the Alchemist illusions. Now jump forward, Chronosphere is out. Fear and Samael, a little bit delayed in getting there, but the Elder Titan ultimate is also going to be over the top. Managed to double save though as Twan gets off both ultimates down, but still the Sisyphites controlling up Moo. Jump inside, infest up. Hal's going to pop back out. He's low HP, but immediately jumps on his side. Zai with the Yule Scepter self-save, and Samael executes Moo. They take out
out How as well.
They've got to all in to save
this
this Lifestealer. He can't afford to die.
To be able to save How. How is already going to be stomped up. Down to half AP. Scotty Kaiden can't get his claws on anybody. Can't invest his
This is their last call.
How will fall. Samael takes him out. And Moo. He thought he could save the Lifestealer, but not a chance. KP comes back in. A last minute response with the upper side, but it's not enough. He will fall as well as EG still look healthy as all hell, and that is it. NEWBEE College and Evil Geniuses. They move on to 0-ing NEWBEE in the upper bracket.
A tug of war that eventually EG comes out on top of. What a fight that NEWBEE put up in EG. They eventually persevere on the back of so many different clutch plays, and they managed to make it work for them as none of them had to commit that buyback near the end.
TI4 faces TI5.